Hello, it's Jason Thompson of Emergency Products and Research. Today I am going to be introducing you to the newest product in our offering. The product is the Jimmy Tourniquet, or the JTQ. The JTQ should be available through all of our distributors now. If it's not, please do not hesitate to let me know. You can reach me at JasonT, JASONT, at epandr.com. All right. Let me go ahead and introduce you to the Jimmy Tourniquet. So these are some mocked up kits. Some of you guys may have already been familiar with, but we call this a Ranger kit. It's actually a splinting, traction, and hemorrhagic controls assembly that's actually a work in process. So, but you'll find inside this right now is the Mustang traction splint, which I hope all of you are already familiar. We have a sandboard splint. And we have the Jimmy TQ, or the JTQ, and then we have some more quick cravats, and then a pre-deployed Mustang traction splint, and a trusty roll of Coflex. So I'll set that aside. So this is this Jimmy Tourniquet, or JTQ, was specially packaged for this demo, and I hope that you guys will appreciate it. So to commemorate one of our favorite birthdays of all times, we modified the quick cravat a little bit. So you're going to see here that the Jimmy Tourniquet, just open that up, you find a torsion device. You're going to find 4 zip ties, and you're going to find the quick cravat. So this quick cravat, as I said, happens to be modified for this demo. And inside the manual, you'll find the instruction guide. So be sure to refer to that. So you'll find that this is very easy to use, very quick to deploy, and just like we have in the spirit of the Mustang, again, everything comes packaged in a way that is very, very slim, easy to conceal, and easy to pack without much thought. And it just goes along in the same spirit of the Mustang traction splint. So we're just kind of keeping that concept. It's become very, very popular with all of our customers. So we hope that you will too enjoy it. The Jimmy TQ, just a couple things for it. It was designed originally for a mass casualty, but we have since found that it has extreme popularity amongst the military. We also find amongst tactical units, but more importantly, against hunters, fishermen. I mean, it fits well in a tackle box. It fits well in a cargo pocket, in your pants, a bow case. I mean, a rifle case. It fits well in a purse. It fits well in a glove compartment, and hopefully, in the spirit of this upcoming holiday, it fits very well in stockings. So, hint, hint. So anyway, we're go ahead and show you this. So we're going to use this quick cravat. Quick cravat, as I told you, has a little special message. So happy 239th birthday, Navy. Just recognizing its birthday is on October 13th, 1775. So just thought we'd take advantage of this opportunity to recognize that. So happy birthday, Navy. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to place start the tourniquet. We're start the quick cravat. We're going to place this over the thigh, and then we're going to bring it up under the thigh and bring it up around just like that, right? And I'm going to go through this pretty slowly for the instructional, but obviously this can be deployed very quickly. So for this situation, I'm assuming my scenario is a bad cut just above my knee. So we're going just above that so that we can interrupt the blood flow to that injury. And how we're going to do that, obviously, we've placed a quick cravat. We've wrapped it around twice. We're now coming in. We're going to start a knot. In this case, I'm going to use a square knot. All right, so we're going to get that here in place, and we're going to place this in the center of the material. We're going to take our torsion device. We're going to place the torsion device here. I'm going to kind of go ahead and get that started so that finish my square knot, but not too tight yet. I'm going to take my my zip tie, and I'm going to slip a zip tie up under that, just like that, and over here, just like that, right? So it doesn't necessarily need to be in that order, but that's whatever is best for you. I mean, obviously this situation is, if you've gone to a tourniquet, obviously you have pretty significant bleeding. So you're going to just want to reuse whatever step is possible to quickly get the torsion device in place, get it knotted, so you can go ahead and start creating a windlass. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and start our windlass, and we're going to start to go in a clockwise manner, and we'll keep going until the blood flow stops at the point of the injury, until we have good control of that blood flow. Obviously for this demo, I'm going to go ahead and stop so that I don't do any unnecessary damage to my leg. So I've got this in place. I'm basically just holding the torsion device, and then I'm going to take my zip tie and I'm going to ratchet this down a little bit, and I'm going to ratchet this down over here, just like that. All right. But I'm not going to go all the way tight, and there's a reason for that, and I'll discuss that now. So what I've done here is we use what's called transition or upgrade, downgrade. You hear those terms used synonymously. And so what happens is that in some circumstances, such as combat casualty care, you may jump straight to a tourniquet simply because of the circumstances, and then you'll go ahead and do a nice dressing, pressure dressing, whatever it may be, an occlusive dressing, or whatever is necessary for that wound, after you've done the tourniquet at a time that is better to provide that care. So what we do is we have a tourniquet first, and then we go ahead and we place the dressing here, and then we downgrade from the tourniquet to the dressing. Most of us have learned, from Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, general first aid classes, that we upgrade or we transition up to a tourniquet. So, I may start with a pressure dressing. I may go to some type of quick clot or something else. In the event that doesn't work, then I go ahead and go to a tourniquet. So, there's those who have the school of thought of transitioning up to a tourniquet, and then there's those who transition down from a tourniquet. So one of the benefits of these zip ties is to allow you to transition down from a tourniquet. So if you have reached this step, or this was your initial step, you can do your dressing, and for instance, let's say that you had a nice dressing on there, but it started bleeding pretty heavily for some reason. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to add additional, gauze, cling, some type of absorbent dressing onto the existing dressing, and then you're going to go ahead and do a pressure dressing to hopefully to get that stopped. So what we'll do is, once that dressing's in place, we're assuming that you've gone and you went and transitioned up to the use of a tourniquet. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that dressing nice, more fortified, if you will, and now we're going to go ahead and transition back down. So we're going to downgrade from the tourniquet to this dressing and see how well it holds. I call it a waterproofing job, but you can refer to it however you may. So what we're going to do is we'll take and just essentially slip the zip ties over the end of the torsion device, just like that, and then you'll allow this to slowly unwind here. So we're undoing the windlass, and we're allowing the blood flow to go back into the lower portion of the leg. So we're reperfusing that leg, allowing the blood flow to continue past this point. So now, as we slowly allow that to reperfuse, we're seeing whether or not the injury, whether my waterproofing job, if you will, whether that's going to hold up well. In the event that it doesn't, obviously you can go to just holding some pressure on there for some time and seeing if that works. Obviously, if that works for you, that's where you want to be. but it all depends on your circumstances. You may be in a situation where you can't afford to be sitting here holding pressure. You need to be getting back on the road or back on the trail or wherever it may be, and they may need to be evacuating you quicker than time will afford. So you can do that. In the event that it doesn't hold, then you can go ahead and reapply your windlass, and then to the point where the blood stops again, and then go ahead and put this back on. But again, you only tighten it up to the point where the blood flow stops. You don't have to go any further than that. That obviously has a significant benefit in the sense that you don't create any more harm than is necessary for treating that wound. You got to be careful that you don't damage any tissues unnecessarily. It could have effect on your neurovascular system. So anyway, you're just trying to stop the bleeding, and obviously at this point you want to try to get to a point of definitive care, to a hospital, to a clinic, somewhere where they can help you with this injury. And what they'll do is they'll go ahead and they'll take this tourniquet off, and again they'll attempt to reperfuse the injury and dress it on their own, and maybe some sutures. There may be some other type of hemostatic agents or clotting clotting agents they may use. So anyway, this is the Jimmy Tourniquet, or the JTQ. Again, I think you'll find that it doesn't get much easier than this. We're very proud of it, and we believe that you will be very excited to have them too. Again, it's application for Boy Scouts. I mean, making sure that every Boy Scout or Cub Scout that has one in their first aid kit. Every hunter that you love, every outdoorsman that you love. There's all kinds of circumstances where you may be on the road and you come across an accident where you need this, and it's easy just to have this in your first aid kit, in your car, in your purse, in your backpack. Just being a good citizen and just being a good community member and being able to take care of our own. I mean, this is something that everybody can do. So anyway, any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Again, it's Jason Thompson, THOMPSON. My email address is jasont@epandr.com. And thank you again for watching our videos, and we look forward to your feedback. Thank you.